Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Detroit's security plan is being put to the test with big crowds expected downtown this Memorial Day weekend. This marks the start of a very busy summer for Detroit police with the goal of keeping people safe. Thank you for joining us. I'm Will Jones.
And I'm Pamela Osborne. Jacqueline Francis is live downtown where the first day of the Movement Electronic Festival is underway right now. Jacqueline?
Just take a look around. There's so much happening downtown. There's the Movement Festival. You might be able to hear some of that music in the background. And then, of course, we've got the setup for next weekend's Grand Prix. And with all these people come safety concerns. And Detroit police, they're on the job.
It's a safe area. Yeah, if you know where you're at, that's all that matters. When you're downtown, you're downtown.
And right now, there's a lot happening downtown. Crowds coming out for this weekend's Movement Electronic Festival, where every person that enters is screened, walking through what are being called Evolve high-tech weapons detectors. Returning festival goers say it's what they've come to expect.
I haven't gone in yet, but I've been here every year, forever. There's always metal detectors, there's plenty of safety, there's security.
But what is new is Detroit Police Chief's 12-point safety plan that came on the heels of last month's gun violence downtown. DPD upping their presence, seen and unseen, tweeting out reminders that their officers will be present at and around the festival, as well as in Greektown, an area that got the brunt of the violence last month. You guys have any concerns when you come downtown about safety, whether it's for this or other things?
I mean, I have concerns regardless of where I go, just because of today's society. So it's not pertinent to downtown, but yes, I'm happy that they have safety precautions in place.
An important reminder from DPD is that there is a curfew for minors in place. It takes effect at 10 p.m. for 15 and under and 11 p.m. for 16 and 17-year-olds. And Detroit police, they are enforcing that curfew, so they want you to know about it. Reporting live downtown, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, Jacqueline, thank you for that report and the reminder as well.
State police are trying to piece together a hit-and-run crash on I-94 that involved shots fired. It happened last night around 11 on westbound I-94 near I-75. Police say a 44-year-old woman pulled over to the shoulder after she was rear-ended. The other driver pulled over as well. The woman says that she tried to make contact with the other driver. The driver's car began to accelerate towards her. That's when the woman fired a shot. Police say they tracked down the other driver, a 24-year-old woman. They say they weren't able to confirm any damage to either vehicle from the alleged crash.
A boil water advisory is still in effect for several Metro Detroit communities. The Great Lakes Water Authority says the first round of testing came back clear for the city of Wayne and parts of Romulus, Westland, and Inkster. Water officials issued the advisory due to a loss in water pressure. The advisory remains in effect until the second round of testing returns clear. That's set to be finished tomorrow. Remember, you have to boil your water for 1 minute, let it cool, or use bottled water. You need to do that for drinking water, making ice, brushing your teeth, washing dishes, and also for your pet's water bowl. The city of Livonia kicked off Memorial Day weekend with a special ceremony today honoring veterans.
It took place at the Veterans Park Memorial Plaza this morning. The community paid tribute to Livonia veterans who sacrificed their lives for this country.
You know, we go about our lives and a lot of people think this is just a 3-day weekend, and it certainly is. But there are people that have sacrificed their lives to give us these freedoms and this 3-day weekend. And sometimes we get lost. We forget that. So that's an opportunity for the city of Livonia and people that want to participate with us to remember those that have given so much.
The ceremony included military salutes and a wreath-placing ceremony. It turns out President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy have a few more days than expected to make a deal on the debt ceiling before the U.S. runs out of money.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen now says the new deadline is June 5th. As Tina Kim reports, there are new signs of optimism that a deal is within reach.
For the first time in the government's struggles to avert a catastrophic U.S. default, the leaders of both sides say a deal is close.
I feel closer to an agreement now than I did a long time before, because I see progress. But listen, this is not easy in any shape or form.
With regard to the debt limit, Things are looking good, very optimistic. It was very close.
Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said Saturday he hoped to hold a vote on lifting the debt ceiling as soon as Tuesday. And lawmakers learned there is slightly more time to pass a deal. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen adjusted what's known as the X date from June 1st to June 5th. That's Treasury's estimate of when the nation will not have enough money to pay its bills, leading to, as analysts agree, a possible recession, major job losses, and more.
We were here late last night.
Top Republican negotiator Congressman Patrick McHenry said he worked till 2:30 Saturday morning, adding while progress has been made, a few major sticking points remain.
We've had a long list for a long time. What I didn't anticipate is we'd have a very short list for a very long time.
The issues include work requirements for food stamp and Medicaid recipients, spending caps, and permits for energy projects, according to sources. Once a bill is posted, McCarthy said representatives will get 72 hours to review the new legislation. Then 218 of 435 House members need to sign off on it. It will also take 60 of 100 senators for Senate approval. I'm Tina Kim reporting.
And you couldn't have asked for a better start to the Memorial Day weekend with sun and near 80s across Metro Detroit. I went to Home Depot today and it was jam-packed with people trying to get flowers.
I spent all day outside before work. I took a 6-mile walk with my dog. It was just so beautiful. Ate lunch outside. I didn't want to go inside, but I had to get ready to come to work.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Ron is working as well. Ron?
When I talk about plenty of sunshine, be prepared because we're going to have a lot of sunshine. That means wearing protective clothing, maybe wearing some white colors, wearing also sunscreen. Don't forget about that. Now, we do have some clouds that are moving into our area right now, but that is not going to be stopping a beautiful sunset that we have out there. Still having some warm temperatures. Look at this right here. Sky conditions across the area, plenty of sunshine, a few clouds starting to push in from the south. But when I say a lot of sunshine, it's going to be plentiful. Looking down at Hart Plaza, the Movement Festival, lots of people down there. Hopefully they're wearing that sunscreen as well. We are at 75 in Detroit, 74 in Ann Arbor. Port Huron coming in at 72 and still in the mid-70s as you get into Adrian. So the big stories, we have normal temperatures tonight. They're going to be in the upper 40s in some areas to the lower 50s in the city. This weekend, it is going to continue to be warm as we get into tomorrow. Next week, we're talking about sunshine and hot. So if you want to keep up to date with all of this information, including the radar, which is going to stay dry, you can download the Forewarn Weather app. You can get the accurate forecast for your neighborhood and always having access to our accurate Forewarn Exact Track 4D radar.
New at 6.
We're at a mock disaster training, but with a twist. It's high school and college students that are responding to these simulated calls. Why they're participating, coming up.
It is every traveler's worst nightmare, an emergency door opening while the airplane is still in the air.
You can say that again. New tonight, police reveal why the passenger opened the door in the first place.